part 10 in the series Inspiration for Now from the Past, words of encouragement, chizuk and upliftment from Reb Chaim Shmulevitz that he gave to his yeshiva during the 1973 Yom Kippur War that are particularly apt for our situation right now. One of the things he talks about is the strange thing we find in the Torah that Moshe is told by Hashem that the manna is going to fall every day, and on Friday a double portion is going to be available to the people, which they should take and keep for Shabbat, because on Shabbat there won't be any manna. Moshe withholds that information from them. And on Friday they go out and they find, when they come home, they've got two portions. They've got a double portion of food, double the amount that they normally collect. And they come to Moshe and they say, what is this about? And Moshe says, this is what Hashem meant when he said that on Friday there will be a double portion because of the fact that it's Shabbat tomorrow. And Reb Chaim Shmulevitz explains, based on a Rashbam in the Chumash, that Moshe wanted the Jewish people to experience the surprise, the magic of that double portion on Friday. He didn't want to talk to them about it. He didn't want to give it to them as a fact, as some information, because information is dry, information is clinical, information is two-dimensional. But to experience something in reality and feel it and see the drama and see the amazement and see the surprise, that is something that impacts and affects us so deeply that it remains a part of us. It's embedded within our being and it remains part of us. And so Moshe felt if he just told them, come Friday, you're going to get a double portion, then when Friday came and they got the double portion, it would have just been normal. It would have been the fulfillment of the information which they already had. Rather, he wanted them to self-discover the event itself. And Reb Chaim Shmulevitz talks about the fact that several days into the war, 5 or 6 days into the Yom Kippur War, he was concerned that the nation was becoming accustomed to war. It was beginning to become normal. And how much more so does that apply with us now that we've been in the situation of war for 10 months, nearly a year? And yes, we have to get on with life and we have to keep the country going and we have to keep our lives going. But it's disturbing when war becomes normal in any kind of a way. And I don't think for many of us it's really normal. I think there's a very deep sense of concern, of loss, of worry, of pride. Pride in our soldiers, pride in our army, pride in what has been accomplished. But yet there is the danger that we don't fully appreciate the drama and certainly the miracles that we experience and that we will experience. And so as we go into these coming days and weeks, Hashem doesn't give us a clear message to say, don't worry, everything will be okay. I'll deflect all the missiles. There will be miracles. Hashem leaves it to unfold in real time. Hashem leaves it for us to experience the fear, because the fear, as we've spoken about before, is the one pole of the miraculous experience. It's the fear and then the salvation, and between fear and salvation is the miracle. But if we don't experience the fear, or we don't experience the salvation, we don't experience the miracle. And so we are entering a phase of living in concern, living in fear, using our emunah, as we've discussed, as a tool, using the various different tools that we have discussed to manage our worries and our concerns and move through this period of our lives and of our national life in a secure and proud way and in a confident way, and yet to understand that the nation and the world is in a perilous moment, so that when the miracles happen, we will experience those miracles deep within our beings and deep within our souls. They will be real for us, not pieces of information we read about in the history books later on. We will have been part of that history. We will have been the actors of those events, and we will have experienced that, whether we're living in Israel or we're living outside of Israel, watching closely with a deep heart and an open heart the events of what is happening. This is our moment to become a part of history, to play a part in history, and experiencing the initial fear and the ultimate salvation, living through what will be some of the greatest miracles of our time.